But lots to chat about and lots of market perspective to gather. Gaurang Shah from Geojit BNP Paribas Financial Services, Mitesh Thakkar and Sameet Chavan will be joining us on the show today. So we're dwindling around that 76.50 mark, quite frankly. L&T Housing Finance has been your big mover. And look at the kind of spot that you're seeing in L&T futures right now, housing finance that is. That's scaled up 8.6% as I speak, and that's the top mover within the F&O bracket. And that intraday graph will just come off for you on your screens, and L&T Housing Finance, which is now sitting at 61.85 as we speak. Not L&T, I'm talking about L&T Housing Finance. Ashok Leyland also has knocked on gains of about almost 5%. Ashok Leyland futures again. You've got Indiabulls Housing Finance, a 4.5% uptick coming in there as well. Diwan Housing as well as India Cement, they're all looking very smart. So yes, financials are a big mover today. You've also got, there you go, 9% uptick coming in for L&T Finance Holding, and that's clearly given you a breakout today, 9% higher and still counting up for this one particular stock. So cement and financials, they are your big winners today. Let's bring on board then our technical experts and try and analyze the market mood. And Mitesh as well as Sameet join us on the show on that. Mitesh, good afternoon. Holding on to 76.50. So far, so good. But does it seem like we could make a dash at 7,700 perhaps?
I think so far very good. It's been holding out nicely. The breadth is still remained positive by about 1.5:1. A lot of stocks are still showing good traction, barring IT. And I think IT is just having a day off, maybe a couple of days of consolidation after that big move which happened on Friday. I think the rest of the market still looks good to go. On the upside though, I think, we have a very strong supply zone coming up around levels of 76.80 to about 77.20. There's a 40-point gap down on the 7th of January, and I think that gap will act as some kind of a stiff test. I think you might see a few more days of supply to be encountered before the markets can get past 77.20. But for the timing, I think the trend remains on the upside, and I think I would continue to trade with long bias and use intraday dips to again buy afresh. I think 75.50, which was the last breakout level, remains a big support now.
Oh yeah, indeed. Mitesh, so what stock strategies are you working with currently?
Yeah, I have a buy on Torrent Pharma. I think that's after a long time showing signs of some kind of an upward move. It's moved up already slightly, so try to buy it around levels of 13.20 with a stop below 12.94 for targets of 13.70. And again, the other stock which I had on buy list was L&T Finance. I think you've already flagged the stock out. It was a buy around 59.35. Already moved up slightly, so try to buy it on a dip close to about 59.5 with a stop at 57 for targets of 64.
Okay, let's also bring on board then Sameet and talk about his strategies as well and what he's feeling about trade right now. Sameet, hi, good afternoon. Good going so far, 76.60 here. Where do we go next?
Yeah, good afternoon. We saw Nifty breaking 7600 during the late trade on Friday. 7600 was acting as a strong resistance since last couple of weeks. Yes, Nifty has convincingly breached this particular levels. Thus, we expect this momentum to extend towards 7720, 7750, where we see major resistance. There is a cluster of resistances around 7750. But as of now, we expect this bias to continue on the upside. Traders should remain on the long side. They should not preempt any reversals until we see any definite signal. We are expecting an immediate up move towards 7750, but this would be a gradual up move wherein a lot of individual stocks are likely to outperform. The support level, which was earlier at 7200, has now shifted higher. 7400 to 7450 has now become a very strong base for Nifty. As long as Nifty remains above 7450 on a closing basis, the trend is likely to be on the upside.
Okay. Sameet, what else is looking good stock-wise? That, of course, was your Nifty call, but if you had to recommend some stock strategies to our viewers, what would you pick and choose?
Yeah, we will certainly go with the flow. We have two recommendations. Both are on the long side. First one would be on HUL. After forming a strong base around 770, 780, the stock has given a modest recovery towards 850. In last 3 weeks, we saw this stock consolidating in a narrow range, but today we are seeing a breakout from bullish cup and handle pattern around 860, which was acting as a strong resistance. Thus, we expect this move to extend. 910 is our immediate target for HUL, and one can buy this stock by keeping stop loss at 835. The other stock that we like is from the realty space. DLF is our preferred pick. Stock certainly looks good. The stock consolidated in a narrow range of 105 to 109, 110 since last 3 weeks. Today we are seeing a good traction in this counter. The stock has managed to give a breakout on an intraday basis beyond its resistance of 108.5. Thus we expect this move to extend. We have an immediate target of 119, 120 for DLF. It can be bought by keeping a stop loss at 102.
Right. Okay, let's also bring on board then Mubina and talk about some of the big buzzers in trade. And Mubina, the first stock on your list, and I'm not surprised, it's a unanimous call today, IDBI Bank.
Oh yes, this after report suggested that the government is looking at institutional investors to pick up a stake in the company. Remember that since the last couple of months, it has been taking the rounds that the government is keen to pare off its stake to below 50%. And now for this, it's looking at institutional investors to in fact even pick up a board seat to ensure better management for IDBI Bank. So certainly this is something that is going to garner a lot of interest for IDBI Bank, not only for today, but in the long term, because better management abilities certainly means a good stock bet for most investors, and you're seeing IDBI Bank rally a good 4% in trade today.
Oh yeah, IDBI Bank clearly has been the star performer. And Mitesh, good going on this one. This has been a consistent performer, barring a few days of maybe just sideways move, and I think it's held up in the last 3 months or so. What next for IDBI Bank?
Yeah, I think I like the stock too. Good gap up opening today, just trying to manage past and stay above 69.90 levels, which is the 200 average. I think if it can show some more momentum over the 200 average, I think 75, 76 could happen very quickly over here.
Oh yeah, indeed. Mubina, what else is on your radar then?
Well, it has to be a pick from the cement pack, considering the entire pocket is buzzing very well in trade. And from the mid-cap space, it's India Cements that's holding up very well. Now, all of these cement stocks are moving up on very good volumes. And apart from that, dealer checks are also indicating prices rising in the north and, in fact, even in central India. Good price improvement seen over there. Southern India is more or less stable. Gujarat as well is seeing good pickup in terms of pricing. And all of this is because of the infra push that we have seen from the government. In fact, we are expecting demand to pick up in the first quarter of the next fiscal. Infra push is expected. So, all of this is something that's driving cement demand very high, and of course, consequently, all of these cement counters.
Oh, yeah. Samit, great going for cement as in entire sector. And, we've been seeing shades of a move coming in, not just today, but this is a trend which has been a follow through from last week. Any one cement stock that it catches your fancy?
Yes, we saw good move in names like Ultratech, ACC, Ambuja. We'll stick to large caps. Ultratech Cement has been our preferred pick from this entire space, and it continue to look good. The chart structure is certainly quite positive. 3000 was acting as a strong resistance. 3 days back, we saw a breakout from this resistance with substantial rise in volumes. The stock has already moved up, but we believe that there's further room. This stock has a potential to move towards 3300, 3350 in this leg of the rally. Thus, we have a positive bias on Ultratech Cement. Any dip towards 3150, 3120 can now be a good buying opportunity. We saw the stock gave a breakout around 3000, so that earlier resistance is now likely to act as a strong support. So buy on any dip towards 3150, 3100, 3000 should be a stop loss, and one can expect an immediate target of 3300 to 3350.
Okay, and Mubina, next up, Emphasis. That's, I'm afraid, not quite a mover today.
Oh yes, reports say that Blackstone, which has been one of the entities that have been finalized to pick up that Hewlett-Packard stake of around 60.5% in Emphasis, that one is expected to buy the company at a substantial discount to market value. Remember that the last few sessions have seen the stock rally up 20% on the back of this buyout plans, but and that's something that caused the valuation to come in at close to around 10,000 crore rupees. Now remember that this deal, along with the open offer that will be triggered, it comes up to around $1 billion, and investors are worried that this offer may not be actually in line with the kind of valuations the market is subscribing to the Emphasis stock, and that's something that's put the stock under a lot of pressure today, down a good 7% on trade.
Oh, yeah, indeed. That's Emphasis in trade for you. In fact, we're going to take some viewer queries as well on that note. And Shiven Chawla, he calls in from New Delhi right now. Shiven, hi, good afternoon. What's your question? Mr. Chawla, is my voice reaching you? Okay, we'll get an email then on that note. He's bought about 100 shares of Whirlpool, Mitesh, at a price level of 680. Wants to know what he should do.
Whirlpool, after going through a big up move, has gone through correction in the last few months, and it's only in this month of March that the stock appears to have, suggested a temporary bottom. So I think that 570 lows which the stock touched should be now a very important short to medium term support. Hold with the stock below 570. I think on the upside, once the stock starts stabilizing above 700, 710, good chance that we are looking at the stock possibly head towards 800 plus levels, which has been the all-time highs for the stock. That's the medium term kind of an outlook. For the long term outlook, I think once we get past 800, then we'll have a look at fresh position over here.
Okay, let's also bring on board another caller then. And Kaushik Ganguly, he's calling in from Calcutta. Kaushik, hi, good afternoon. What's your question?
Yeah, hi. I had bought 100 shares of Yes Bank at around 755. What should be my target price given that it's now trading at around 827?
Mitesh, Yes Bank bought at the level of 751, time horizon 6 to 12 months, not more.
See, Yes Bank, if you recall in the month of early, 2015, I think the stock peaked out multiple times in levels of 880, 900. So I think that's the first target on the upside. Clearly a very strong and well-defined supply zone. So I think the short-term target, which is about 6 months, should be close to about 880, 900. In case we start getting past those levels, then we look at 1000 plus levels. But for the timing, I think the first target and very important one is around 880 to about 900. I think that's where you can look to take at least part profits.
Okay, let's take a quick break on that note. When we come back, we're going to chat with Gaurang Shah, VP at Georgette BNP Paribas Financial Services.